Let's shift focus now. The death of a 17-year-old girl inside a madrasa in Thiruvananthapuram's Balaramapuram continues to be mired in suspicion. The girl allegedly died by suicide, but her family has accused the madrasa authorities of foul play and mental harassment. According to the police, the girl on Saturday asked her mother to come and pick her up from the madrasa. The mother of the deceased alleged that she was not allowed to meet her daughter and was later informed about her death. The madrasa said that the girl appeared depressed after coming back from the Ramzan break. The ABVP today staged a protest in Thiruvananthapuram. They're demanding a thorough investigation, want the madrasa authorities to be investigated. The BJP has also accused the police of not taking the case seriously, demanding that the madrasa authorities be hauled up. In fact, a special investigation team has been constituted to probe this matter.
We are outside the Al Aman campus here. It was inside this place, in this madrasa here, where a 17-year-old was found hanging in the library inside the madrasa on 13th of this month. The family was here to see the child, and they were told that the child was found hanging. She has been studying here for the past 1 year. Now, the family has given a complaint with the Balaramapuram police. A case has been registered. According to the family, she was upset right from the time she came for the Ramzan holidays. She said that a new teacher was mentally harassing her. That is what the family said in their complaint. And even on Saturday, she called the family and said that they need to take her away from this from here immediately. And by the time they came, this is what they saw. So the police have formed a special investigation team to look into this. According to police, what they're saying is that the initial postmortem reports shows that this was death by hanging, but all aspects of this will be inquired into. What is the BJP demanding at this point?
We demand to conduct a fair inquiry. Yesterday, we demand the government of Kerala to form a special investigation team for getting a transparent, fair and transparent inquiry. Because for the last so many days, we are getting information from that side that the administration and the ruling of that madrasa and that school is not transparent. The local Panchayat member, including persons, are also not permitted to enter into that premises. That's why we are demanding here a transparent inquiry. The police has not taken seriously regarding the inquiry. 17th, BJP, the Mandal Committee is planning a police station march in Balaramapuram, demanding a transparent inquiry.
മകൾ കുളിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നിൽക്കുമെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇതും വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് 1.5 മണിക്കൂർ ഇങ്ങനെ പുറത്ത് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. ഈ അകത്ത് എൻ്റെ മകൾ ഈ കുളിമുറിക്കകത്തിരുന്ന് എൻ്റെ മകൾ എങ്ങനെ ലൈബ്രറിക്കകത്ത് വന്ന് ഈ തൂങ്ങിയ വ്യവസ്ഥയിൽ നിൽക്കുന്നു? ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ദുരൂഹതയുണ്ട്, അതൊന്ന് അന്വേഷിക്കണം. രണ്ടാമത്തെ വിഷയം, ഞങ്ങളുടെ മകൾ ഇതുപോലെ ബോഡി കൊണ്ട് സ്വന്തം അമ്മ മകളെയും കൊണ്ട് മടിയിൽ വച്ച് ഓട്ടോറിക്ഷയുടെ മടിയിൽ വച്ച് ഇങ്ങനെ ഓരോ സ്ഥലങ്ങളിൽ ചോദിച്ചു പോവാണ്. ഇവിടെ ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ ചോദിച്ചുകൊണ്ടോ അങ്ങനെ പോകുന്ന സമയത്ത് പോലും ഈ അധികൃതർ എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയില്ല?
All right, I want to go across to two guests. This entire death has happened and it's been mired in suspicious circumstances. Professor Geeta Bhatt, academic, is now joining us, and Saira Shah Halim, author and activist, also joining us. Saira, I don't know if you heard the uncle of the victim. He basically said that the victim had called her mother around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon that day. They reached by around 4:30. From 4:30 to 5:30, they were made to wait outside. The family of this victim was made to wait outside. And at 5:30, the school authorities come out and say that she's dead. She's committed suicide. Why did they not allow the family for the 1 hour that they were waiting outside?
Yeah, absolutely, Zaka. I mean, this incident is highly unfortunate that a young 17-year-old has taken a life. I think this matter needs to be investigated thoroughly. And again, I'm iterating here. Any place, whether it's a madrasa, whether it's a shaka, whether there's a school, if there's any case of suicide or harassment, it needs to be probed impartially, and the culprits need to be booked. And this is so sad, that a very young student at the, very onset of a life has to die in such a very tragic way. And I think my
No, but
heart
the
goes out to her
accusation
family, and I
by
think
the
this
BJP,
needs
which
to be-
took out a march today, is that the CPM government, the Kerala police, are not taking this case strongly enough. They're taking it very lightly. Do you believe that there is cause enough for them to take this more seriously than they are currently?
See, I would say that political parties should politicize this issue, because it's a very unfortunate issue. And I'm sure the government of the day in Kerala would do the due investigation and the due diligence that is required and ensure that the victim, there's justice delivered to the family. But politicizing it over a very tragic event is sad. And I think that the government is responsible enough, I feel, that they would do an impartial probe
Geeta Bhatt,
and ensure
what the
justice
family
is
was
delivered.
saying was that when they reached there, somebody from the school basically said that the victim was taking a bath or she was taking a shower. She will come out soon. And then eventually, an hour later, they discovered her body in the library. So what that relative was asking was, how is it that a person that you claimed was taking a shower, her dead body was found in the library?
Yes. So there are these
Geeta Bhatt.
incidents
Geeta
that
Bhatt,
need
thank
to be
you, yeah.
stitched.
Geeta Bhatt.
These incidents need
Saira,
to be
that question is to Geeta Bhatt. Thank you. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, sure.
I think Zakar, for any parent, there cannot be a misfortune worse than this, that you have to witness the last rites of your child, and that too a death which has taken place in such unnatural circumstances, rather marred by conspiracy, where the parents, they have already alleged that there is a foul play. Imagine the plight of that mother who went around looking for her daughter, and the principal was not there within the premises. Was, as per the reports, that he was not responding to the calls of the mother, and they were looking all around the premises of the school compound to find their child who had called them some time back, urgently asking them to come and pick her, which very clearly shows that there was some kind of a trouble that she was facing. There was some kind of a harassment that she was facing over there. And if the state government or the police is not looking at it, is not taking this case urgently, then I think it is really a matter of very serious concern.
Isn't that what is more
Also,
worrying, Saira, that the victim called her mother and said, please come urgently, something is wrong. The mother reaches by 4:30. For over an hour, they are made to wait outside, and then they are told that the victim passed away. The concern is this, that this person was already in distress. That's the message she communicated to her family. How come the school authorities were not, the madrasa authorities were not willing to allow the family to meet her of a person who's already in distress and has sent out an SOS?
Yes, I think this is a very macabre way of dying, because I think no child or no young person should die in this very unfortunate way of dying by suicide. So if the parents are alleging that there was a mental harassment case, so we need to, investigate that angle as well, to collaborate the facts that are being alleged. And again, I'm iterating, whether it's a madrasa, whether it's a shakha, whether it's a school, whether it's a college, any case, any unfortunate case of ragging or indiscipline or bullying or mental harassment, everything needs to be investigated, probed,
there
and
is an
ensure
allegation that's been made by the family that there was a new teacher, a teacher who was harassing this young girl. In what form, we don't know, but harassing this young girl. And they had complained about this teacher to the madrasa, and they did not take any action. And even today, 3 days after this incident, the FIR does not mention anyone from the school, anyone from the madrasa. Saira, that is what is more concerning.
Yeah, so I would request the Kerala government to kindly take this matter up with utter priority. It needs to be given the cognizance that it deserves, because we need to set an example that nobody should face harassment, mental torture or otherwise, and die by suicide when you have your entire life waiting ahead of you. I think this needs to be dealt with very sternly.
Professor Geeta, but you're an academic. I'm sure you've come across cases of kids who are not able to keep up with the academic pressure, or kids who are having a particular problem with a particular teacher, so on and so forth. Surely there's a better way of dealing with this. Clearly, the authorities in this school did not deal with it well enough.
Yeah, the
Geeta Bhatt, thank you.
authorities.
You see, Zaka, there has to be a redressal system which should be present whenever a student is facing such a problem. Now, I want to put forth 2 points over here, Zaka. First is that there is a stoic silence from the so-called women rights brigade. Here, we do not see anyone raising any complaints or trying to put pressure on the state government. As there are many such so-called women activists who time and again we see that they try to bring such kind of issues to the public in the public forum. Secondly, also we have to observe that is there any kind of a mechanism which has been put up by the state government where, as far as the other is concerned, if you look at it, Zaka, in Kerala, all the madrasas which are there, they are affiliated to private madrasa boards, and there are umpteen number of them. There is a Sunni board, there is a All India Kerala Madrasa board, and so on and so forth.
But ma'am, the contention that they are making is, the contention they are making is this is part of a larger educational complex. There's a school also inside that complex. There are, psychiatrists available. There are therapists available. There are helplines available. How come, this person concerned did not use any of those means available? So it's unfair to blame the school authorities. That's the contention being made by the school authorities. Geeta Bhatt.
Zaka, if you look at if you just Google this particular school, if you will find that any decent school today will have its own website where all the various activities, curriculum, everything is put on place.
Yeah.
It is just like any one number is given over there. You just Google it. It is just like any kind of a business enterprise which are listed, on various kind of websites.
Okay.
There is no information which is available. There is no data. There is no information. So one thing is very clear. It was running like a purely private institution. We do not even know that those who were employed there as teachers, what kind of a qualification they had.
Okay,
Sure
we'll leave it at that.
they
Geeta Bhatt, Saira Shah Halim. I'm completely out of time. We'll see how the story plays out. But like I said, a young life has been snuffed out, and we need to know the truth of what exactly happened there. It needs to be got to as quickly as possible, if for nothing else, but at least for a semblance of justice for the family.